Hi everyone, in this video we are going to tell about the EUCOM and AFRICOM commands.
These commands are part of the United States Army but have presences outside the country.
The United States European Command is headquartered in Stuttgart, Germany, and was established in 1952. Today, its area of responsibility comprises 51 countries. During the Cold War, the European theater was a primary focus for United States defense and national security, and EUCOM was focused almost exclusively on deterring and, if necessary, defeating the Soviet Union. At the height of the Cold War, there were more than 400,000 United States troops stationed in Europe. However, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, EUCOM focused its activities on non-war-hitting missions, including building the security capacity of former Soviet bloc states, prosecuting crisis management operations in the Balkans, and logistically supporting other combat commands.
For its part, Russia annexed Crimea, began a proxy war in Eastern Ukraine and also increased its military activities, adding nuclear-capable missiles to Kaliningrad. Russia is also enhancing its air and naval force presences. Secondly, to Europe saw instability resulting in part from the Arab Spring, led to the collapse of states and significant refugee flows into Europe. The conflicts in Iraq and Syria are good examples of situation.
This has led to political tension throughout the European Union and to raise concerns about terrorists, aiding within refugee flows.
So, in 2014, EUCOM began transforming itself back into a war-fighting command, while reiterating its mission to support the other commands, perform crisis management operation, and build partner state security capacity.
AFRICOM was established in 2008. Let's explore why. The end of the Cold War marked a milestone in the history of Africa. The collapse of the Soviet Union caused a rapid decline of American involvement in African affairs. As the US retreated from the continent, a serious security vacuum was created in Africa, because in order to support their African allies, the US and the Soviet Union massively exported arms to Africa. These arms survived the Cold War and were used in the many civil and interstate wars that ravaged Africa during the following years. The security vacuum in Africa's underground spaces were exploited by several Islamic radical groups. Consequently, the United States, faced with the recrudescence of terrorism challenging its interests in Africa, established AFRICOM.
After the 9/11 terrorist attack, the U.S. incremented its concern over violent extremist activities and other potential threats posed by undercover spies, such as maritime piracy and illicit trafficking. China's economic and trade investments in Africa have increased dramatically in recent years, from $10 billion in 2000 to $70 billion in 2007, and now Africa is the second largest trading partner after the United States. The growing importance of the natural resources of Africa is among those interests, particularly energy resources. To conclude, we have to point out that Africans were never consulted during the conceptualization of AFRICOM. Rather, AFRICOM was announced as a non-negotiable fact. There is also a concern that AFRICOM will transform from engagement in humanitarian missions to an interventionist force, as was the case of EUCOM, the U.S. operation mission to restore hope in Somalia in 1992.
So what do you guys think? Should the US get involved militarily in other countries?
Is US participation the best for Africa, or are we talking about neocolonialism?